Hi guys, my name is Kendra and I'll be giving you a quick and simple tutorial for Squarespace 2019, specifically for beginners. We'll start with a quick presentation and then we'll get right into the demo. So let's get started with the presentation. Okay, again, Squarespace 2019 walkthrough, quick and simple tutorial for beginners. My name is Kendra Claudette. A little bit about me, I am a professional Squarespace web designer and brand strategist. So what I do is I create beautiful, professional, expert-looking websites for small business owners, entrepreneurs, content creators, you name it. And basically I create these websites so that they look very professional and they convert so that people that come in become paying customers. And if you're interested in seeing what I have going on, you can follow me anywhere on social media. My handle is @thekendra_studio. And also if you'd like to just go to my website, it's thekendrastudio.com. There I have a bunch of blog articles. You can also see my services, and you can also see the tools that I use to keep my site up and running. So let's get right into it. What is your dream for your business? Most people's dreams are to gather awareness for their brands and their products. And if part of your dream really includes identifying, targeting, and attracting your ideal potential customers while successfully making a living online doing the work you love, then I promise you, you're in the right place. So I'll be showing you 4 things today. Number 1 will be how to make a beautiful Squarespace designed website. Number 2 will be best practices for design, because you want to create a website that just looks professional. Even if you did it yourself, you want to make it look good and beautiful. I'll also be showing you how to set up high converting web pages. Again, that's how to get people that are potential customers into paying customers, because you're out here, you have nice things that you're promoting and you're producing. So you want people to not only just come to your page, you want them to buy things from you. And 4th, I'll be showing you tips and tricks to optimize your site. So this is search engine optimization. This is so that it shows up higher on the Google ranks. This is so that when people search you, they can easily find you. So let's get started. We'll go right into Squarespace. All right. So once you go to squarespace.com, this is what will show up. And then you're going to want to go to get started. And this nice little prompt comes up for you to say what the goal is for your website. We're going to skip that because I'm going to go directly to the templates. And just so you know, Squarespace has tons of templates. Like, knock yourself out. There are so many here that you can just have fun with. I mean, you can customize them all so that they look the way that you want them to. I have like a go-to. I really like the brine template, and we'll get started with that. So I really like brine because when you have brine, you can scroll, and it gives like a more dynamic feel to your website. So just so you can get an idea of that, when you scroll, the picture goes a little slower, as you can see right here. So let me orient you to how Squarespace does it. On the right, you have your live preview, and that's you creating your site live. And then on the left-hand side of your screen, you have your navigation. And where we'll get started is pages. And as you can see, there's a lot going on already. So let's break this down. So for this home page, you have an index page that you see those little stacks, right? They're stacked. So that means that you have an umbrella page, and then you have multiple pages that comprise that one page. So you have your welcome page. If I click that, it'll take me there. If I click about, it'll take me right here. So as you can see, it's a long form website, and that's what we'll be creating today. So I'll be recreating this. Squarespace is really cool because if you want, let's get started. Let's do this. The primary navigation, as you can see right here, that is right up here. Your site title's right up here in the middle. And then your secondary navigation, I believe on Brian, is right here to the right. And then you have a footer navigation, which is down here. And then you also have your not linked section. So we'll be working in the not linked section because when you create new web pages, you don't want them to show up as you're creating them. You'd rather have them in the not linked section so that your website looks a little more together as you're building it out. So we'll start there. So how you create a website or a web page is you will click this plus button. So again, I said we're doing a long form one, so we would be going down, where is it? To index, there it is, right here. But as you can see, when you create new pages, you can choose the different layout that you want. You can go from blank, about, contact. So these are actually giving you ready-made pages that you can then customize. And then you have a collection. So a collection means that you have a bunch of items under one page. So you can have a blog that has a bunch of blog posts. You can have the index that has a bunch of web pages. You can have an album with a bunch of songs, a gallery with a bunch of photos. And then you have other, which you can have a cover page. So that could be the landing page for your site if you're just making it and you have a coming soon. You can have a folder, so then that drops down into different pages, and you could just have a link, so you could link to an outgoing site somewhere else. So we're going to start again with the index page. So this is our new index, and then what we're going to do is we're going to want to add a page into our index page. So we'll add a section to it, and then I'd like to create a blank page. Let's start it with that. And let's see. Let's just go to banner. So banner would be the photo that you have. And we're going to search for images. And today we'll be creating a candy store. So I'm going to search for candy. I think I like this. So we'll start with this. The great thing about Squarespace is that there's so many options for stock photos. And this is because they partnered with Unsplash. Unsplash has great, beautiful photos. So if you don't have photography yet or videography yet for your site, definitely take advantage of this. And notice that they have free ones and they also have premium ones. We're going to go for free today, and we'll add this to our site. And then the great thing about Squarespace is that you can change where you want the photo to be focused or honed in on by changing the focal point. And so as soon as this loads, you'll be able to see exactly how we get it focused. Take your time, you know, no rush at all. None. Okay, Squarespace, what's happening right now? We're going to close this. Let's try that again. Banner, add an image, or search for an image actually. Do candy. Oh, they took that image off. Let's try this one then. So we're going to add this to our site. Here we go. We're going to focus it right here. We're going to go to SEO. We'll go to, we'll call this home. And then the navigation, we'll call this home. And then this will be the candy store. URL slug will be candy. So let's save this. And then let's refresh, see what we have going on right now. Okay, perfect. So we have our photo. So what I'm also going to change right now is our site title. And we're going to call our site the candy store. And right here, if you don't want to just have text there, you could add a logo image if you like, and you can have a favicon. And the favicon is what shows up right here in the top left corner. And so that's your little photo that you can use to distinguish your web page between other web pages. So let's save this. All right, we'll go back to pages. And right here, I'd like to write on this page. So let's go to edit. And then so where we are right now, you see this little insert point or a teardrop. That's where you can add other types of content blocks. So right now there's a text block there, but you could change it to a quote, an image. You could do a spacer there. So if you don't want to have text, you just want space, you could just add space there. If you like, you could do a button. There are so many options. And then also for the image, you can decide how you want the image laid out on your page. If you like, you could do a whole gallery there. There are so many options for you to choose from here. It's a little crazy and amazing. So definitely try them out, have fun with them. But for right now, I want to get started with text. And we will say this is yummy. And so, yes, let's get started with this. You can decide whether you're going to do heading 1, 2, or 3, or code, which I don't normally use, but I use heading 1. Heading 1 would be the largest. Heading 2 would be the second largest. Heading 3 would be the third largest, and normal would be just like normal text in a paragraph. And so we'll start with heading 1, and I will write yummy, delicious, yummy, delicious candy. So then we will add a spacer because I want this to show up on the left-hand side. No, actually, I want this to show up more on the right-hand side so that there's more contrast. So let's add some spacers here. So I'm going to click the teardrop up here, do spacer, and then when I click spacer, I'm going to move the spacer over. So you can see this gray block, and then there's this line that shows up. So that line means that I can add the spacer right here, and it's going to push everything over to the right. So I'm going to put that there. Beautiful. And then if you'd like, you can change the length of the spacer. So I like that. So let's save this and see how this looks. Ooh, I like it. I might actually, let's go back here, edit. Add a spacer. Move this over here. Let's save this and see what this looks like. Okay, I like that better. So then what we'll do is we'll add another page there. So we could add here, under not linked, we're going to add a section. And now I'd like to do an about me page. So since I'm going to be creating layouts off of like what they already have templates, we're going to do the about. And then since we're scrolling down, this is the long form site, we'll use the horizontal one. Perfect. So I am going to edit this page. I'm going to edit this image. So I'm going to search for an image. Let's do portrait. We're going to see who the owner is. You know what? He's going to be the owner of our site, of our candy store, actually. So let's add him here. Okay, so we're going to change the focal point, make sure that it's centered on his face. And then for SEO purposes, you would want to do a file name for him. So let's just say his name is John, candy store owner. And then the great thing about Squarespace is that if you'd like, you can change the design. So maybe you want to do this as a poster so that you can write text on his face, or you could write text on the side, or you could have it that way, or you could have it this way. I mean, there's so many options right here, but I prefer inline. The good things about Stack is you could write the title there, but I prefer inline for this one. And then that'll get better. And then you can do a click-through URL, so you could make it so that when you click on his face or his portrait, it'll then go somewhere else. And then when you do click-through URL, you could go to content, and what it will do is it'll give you options of pages that are there, or you could add a file for someone to download, or you could go somewhere to like an external site for here. But what we're going to do is we're not going to make it click through. And then if you like, I don't normally do this, but you can add animations to it. But you know what? I think today we'll do a fade in. I like that. So as it scrolls down, we'll fade in. So let's do that. So apply. And then if you want your text right here, we'll do copy. Then we'll add a little more. Add a little more. And I think this might be a little large. So let's see, we're going to make this a little smaller. So that is our about page. But then what we'll do is, you see I have this insert point, and it's long. So that's nice, because that means that whatever I insert will then be the length of the width of what I have going on right now. So I want to make it so that they know, that people know that this is about me. So we're going to add text above. And then we'll do a heading 2 about me. I want this centered, so I'll press center. And then I actually, let me see if I like this bolded. No, I don't like it bolded. So we'll leave this here. So this is our about me. So we'll save this. I like this. Too much text, so easy for us to go back and change it. We'll go to edit, delete that text, save. All right, that's better. So then what we'll do is we'll name this page about me, about me, about me. Okay, perfect. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'd like to add another section. And this time what we'll do is we'll make a contact form so that we know where the candy store is, and we can usually use our cell phones, whatever, so that we can get directly to the candy store. So let's do a contact page. And then you get 3 options to choose from if you're going to choose from a template. I am going to choose the large map. Perfect. Now this actually wasn't working for me the other day. Let me refresh this. Hopefully it works. If not, we'll choose a different one. Ah, thank you. There we go. So our office, then it has contact us, the contact us page. So that's amazing. So this, you put the location or address of the candy store, and then it'll automatically show up on this map. So that's amazing. And then after that, you have the contact us form. This is really nice, because then You can make it so that when people come to your site, they'll click this Contact Us form. And what we're going to do is we're going to customize it a little bit because I don't really care for the way it looks right now. So let's get to customizing. So let's edit this. Okay, I actually want this Contact Us to go above. So I'm going to click this insert link right here. We'll do text. I'm going to cut this out. Oops, there. I'm not trying to delete this block, I misclicked. So this, no, I'm not trying to move the block. I'm trying to put this here. So that goes here. It's heading to like we had before. So that's good. This form I'm going to edit because I don't normally like to have first and last name for a contact form. I feel like if someone's going to fill out a contact form on your site, it should be quick and easy for them, simple. So the new form name, it's good to name the form because then you'll know when you get the email what form this is for. So we're going to name this Contact Us. And then, so in Squarespace, the name field is the first and last name, but I just want the first name. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trash it, don't want it, and confirm that. We'll do add a form field, and we'll make that text. However, before we do that or click that one, just know that there's so many options. You can do checkboxes, radio, name, which is the first and last. You can make it a password so that someone can put a password in to fill out the form. There are so many options for you, but we're making this simple. So I'm going to go to text, and then I'm going to say name. And the good thing about Squarespace is that look how you can move stuff up. And then if you want the information in a specific format, like description, you could say your first name, if you like, or actually I don't want that there. I'm going to X that out, and I'd rather put that in the placeholder text so people know to write their first name. Email, and then let's make that required because I want to be required. Email, we can edit that. We can do placeholder text, your email address. Subject, I don't necessarily need subjects. I think they're not needed. So we're going to confirm that we're going to move that. And that looks good for my form. I like that. Let's go to storage. Storage means that you can send it to your email. You can send it to MailChimp, whatever your mail service provider is, email service provider is. And then we'll go over to advanced, and then you can have the submit button. So that, I don't normally like to say submit, so the contact us could be get in touch with me, get in touch. The button, let's see if we want it centered on this. I want it centered today. You can say thank you. Oops. Thank you. We'll be in touch. And then we're going to apply this. So there we have our contact us form, and we'll save. There we go. That looks good. And the next thing that I want to do is I actually want to add a photo here, or a big banner photo, because I think that'll look better. So what I will be doing is I will then go down here. We'll add a section. We'll do blank because I want to see more candy for right now. Oops. And so just so you know, there's new page and new page. So I'm going to rename this one. This is our contact us. So new page, we'll say this is contact us. Save. And then for new page, we'll do candy store. Photo. Just a candy store navigation tunnel. Save. Oh, before we save, let's just go to media. We can add the image there. So we'll search for it. You said we want more candy. What did we choose already? I like this one. And then we'll do the focal point right here. We'll say save. All right, so candy store. So the good thing about index pages is you can move where you want that. And I said I want that right before the contact us. All right. So now we have yummy, delicious candy. We have our about me. Then we have a photo. You know, I actually want to make this a little bigger, so we'll go into edit. And then what I'll do is I'll add spacers here. Spacer. Another one. Save. Another one, save. I like, yeah, that looks better for me. And then we have our office. All right, so that all looks good. And then right here, this is our footer again. And the nice thing about Squarespace is that you can have all of your social links at the bottom of each page because it's in your footer. So that means that people can easily get to your social media and then they can also add stuff. So that's amazing. Let's see what else we want to do. You know, actually, I think this is pretty good for right here. So this would be, okay, so then what we're going to do now is we're going to make this new index page our home page, because remember, we're recreating, if we come up here to our home page, our actual home page, we have this stuff already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this and replace it with what we've already created so that we can just not have this anymore. So in order for you to do that, you have to make the new index page your home page. So let's do that by clicking this gear. Set as home page. Are you sure you want to make this? Yes, so I'm going to confirm this. Okay, thank you so much. And then we'll close. And then what I'll do is I will then delete this index from my primary navigation because it's no longer my home page. So I'm going to confirm this. What it's going to do is it's going to move all of those down to my trash. And then what I'll do is I will then move this new index page because remember, it was not, how can I say this to you? It was not linked. That's exactly what it was. So we're going to move this up to the primary navigation. There we go. And now we have our new homepage. So notice that in the primary navigation, new index is there because that's the title of the index. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that because I'd rather it be just home. So let's go to the gear. We'll change this to home because we want to say home up there. Home, home. So we'll save this. And then we will go over to this gear. And this will be called welcome. Welcome. The candy store. The URL slug will be welcome as well. So we'll save this. All right, you couldn't update my collection. Let's try that one more time. There we go. Perfect. So now we have our home and we have our little website. So, all right, guys, this is just a quick little tutorial to get you started. If you have any questions or if you want to reach out to me, feel free to go to thekendrastudio.com. And just so you know, I offer free 30-minute consultations. So if you're stuck on anything, if you have any questions, if you're looking for some support, just reach out to me because I am producing valuable information and I want to make sure that you guys succeed in your online endeavors. So definitely just reach out to me. I got you. And then after the 30-minute consultation, I have different offerings for longer coaching or consultations. So reach out, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope that this was provided you with a little information. I'll be coming out with more tutorials and quick tips coming forward or going forward. So thank you guys so much for your time. I will see you guys next time.